Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Adam. How are you? Audio check. Everybody hears me? Clear? Okay, good, good. All right, guys. So let's get this party started. Looking at the daily here within channel number one of the sequence, we are trading above Globex, and overnight we flushed into target number two of this rotation. Target number two was 15,034 and a quarter. We got close enough at 51.75 and reversed. So the market is trying to stabilize the price action right now. That doesn't mean we're not going to oscillate around Globex. Globex is in that 242 and a quarter, and that market is just kind of sitting here right now. So we're expecting a bit of volatility coming into the morning in 7 minutes here. So as long as we are continuing to hold uh, that 40 level, we're expecting more buyers to step in. If we start dipping below that level, then things is going to start to take on some water. We have the 200 NT Rinko. We are in channel number one right here. We put a captain setup, ran it up to the middle of the range, and filled it into the sequence. So we're coming like almost right smack into the middle of that captain setup that started this rotation. And if we close at that 40, we're going to establish channel number two. And then, you know, subsequent selling pressure can start coming in. Because if we close this, then we're establishing channel number two. Then anything above 318 is a cover, and anything under that is a rally. Every rally is a short. So we move from there into the 100 NT Rinko. And you're getting that one candle reversal. The clouds are positive, so that's something that the market needs to kind of work through. If we break below Globex, you have a defensive line at 212, another one at 176, and if those don't hold, then you're going to get a shift in the cloud in this rotation. So I mean, the market has a little bit of levels here that it needs to work right through. If I'm looking at the 20 NT Rinko, we're seeing this captain setup that established itself, and that's, look at that. It's not just one, it's two of them right there. So that just tells you right there that that's going to be a very critical level for the remainder of the day. If we can't, within the first hour or so, close above that 318, the odds are we're going to start shifting. We're going to start shifting lower. I had one trade early on, and that trade was based on a captain setup switch trade on the 12 NT Rinko. It's right here. That was the decision making process right there. and we took that one for a run lower on 5 contracts. So we have a trade in the bucket to start us off, and that trade made me 26 points, 520, 525 on that one. So that's how we're starting the day. We're about 3 minutes away from the cash market open, and let's give the market a little bit of time. Let it sort itself out. We understand that the 40 is going to be a critical level, and a couple of good trades, and we'll call it a day. Okay. Good luck, everybody. All right. So cash market open. All right. So there's some buyers coming in here. I'll show you here something in a second. They put on a couple of captain setups in a row. Good morning. Good morning, Sheila. How are you? So you're seeing this. You just we're oscillating around these ranges. Not much of a move. You're putting an inception trade right here. So look what they've done. They put a captain set up long here, another one right here, and both of them reacted very well. And now you're breaking that whole structure. So that tells me most likely we're going to hit glowbacks. Target number two is coming up. Target number two. And you see how this thing is just all over the place. Yeah, look at that. All right. They're about to run this thing up. They put a captain set up long on ES. So that's why that first 15, 20 minutes of the morning, you just kind of have to sit here and read this market. Target number two hit again. Let's see. Let me see here. Oh, you know what? Can you guys hear me better here? Haley. Good morning. Audio good? Audio good? Okay, Lee, let me know if the audio is better now. All right, so we're right here. We're breaking that level. We came in to almost test Globex, and we bounced back up. So we want to see how they react to that 50 zone once we get there. Well, I mean, okay, I didn't say anything right now. Um, Lee, I'm speaking right now. So do you hear the audio? Is it coming through? Is it coming through? Is it coming? Is it? Here we go. Is it coming through better right now? Um, Lee, if you're still having a hard time hearing the audio, I just put the link in for our fuse session, and everybody in the fuse session seems to be okay with the audio. So you may want to join us there. I said fuse, but it's the Zoom session. All right, guys. So that's that. Let's just keep on working. We're punching up a little bit. We're ultimately this game is if you continue to trade above 40, and that would be 440, which is Globex. Things is gonna continue to kind of bid up, and if we struggle under that, then the market's gonna go short. Let me see what's going on here. 100 NT Rinko from 40 to 4. Oh, here we go. Let me see if I can get in. How about that one? That was a good one. God dang it. Look at that. That was a quick trade. And there was Captain Setup Switch Trade. The minute I saw that, I was like, oh, I got to get in. I got to get in. I got to get in. That was a good one. Captain Setup Switch Trade. And boom. I blinked and it was gone. So that trade ended up making us we made $1,700 on that trade, and we're up 22.65. If you want to see how long that trade took, from 42.45 to 42.51, 6 seconds. It was just a, I mean, it was just a straight up captain setup switch trade. Good morning, good morning. Safe, how are you, buddy? So far we have two decisions that we've made. One was both our captain setup switch trade, and both of them yielded a positive result. Yeah, I know. That's just textbook right there. And nothing complicated about that one. Textbook. And see, the beauty of it is you got yourself an inception trade as well. So you got a whole lot of things working in your favor there. So we took this captain setup switch trade for 20 points, and then the market reversed. And that's a significant behavior. What time is this? 8:48. It hasn't been even, half an hour into this market. And we're kind of keep bumping into the high of this range and fading back. So we want to see how that behavior is going to end up, right? Are they going to fade it? Because last time we got up here, they put a captain set up short and reversed the price action. So to me, especially this early in the day, I want to see a clear break. And if we do get a clear break, the expectation is to start heading toward 400 at that point. But if we can muster that strength, then things will change. This is a patience game for me right now. The market is kind of all over the place. All right, so they're putting an inception trade right here, pushing prices lower. You're seeing pockets of buying interest and pockets of selling interest. And it's quite the fight up at these levels right now. All right, let's see what they want to do with this one. I may get involved here short if we reverse this candle that we are in right now. I'm posting my order. All right, so it's not doing it. It didn't do it. I'm canceling my order. So we're up at that level, and they're not doing two gray zones in a row. I mean, they're just doing one and consolidating and flipping it. So that tells me that the shorts are not in charge here. They're just not, they're not mustering strength. They're not holding on to the trades. It's just one of those things that if they close this candle at 43.75, yeah, okay, so that's not happening. All right. So you're getting a rotation lower, rotation higher, rotation lower, rotation higher. It's just what time is it? It's 8:53. Yeah. ES. Let's take a look at ES here. It's the same thing. I mean, they're mimicking each other. A whole lot of zigzag price action, and that the stability, as long as you're trading above this level at 45.84, these pullbacks should be viable. I'll take that here. Uh, Here we go. Come on. Thank you. Oof. It should go higher, but I just had too much. I had too much. What the hell is this? Some scammer. I had too much of this. I had too much of it. Yeah, I think we're consolidating for a higher price. Here you go. Oh, come on. That was a good one. That was a good one. Yeah. Uh, we made a little bit of money on that little blip. Okay, I guess I made $500 on that trade. Needed a little bit more patience in it, but it just I had too much of it kind of early on, and I just wanted to make sure that I don't get whipsawed because it took multiple. This is what excuse me. So I took that one based on the captain setup. Then this started to happen. That little zigzag, and actually put a captain setup short here. But where it's at, I was like, okay, I have to give it a little bit more time. So me getting out there is me trying to be conservative on risk right here. Because when the market start doing that kind of number, I'm I'm looking to kind of protect myself. Yanis, good morning, buddy. So we made three decisions. The three decisions are profitable. It's not even 9 o'clock. Hopefully you're feeling better, Yanis. Man, don't worry about it. Just rest up, rest your voice. Drink a lot of fluids. Oh, so you're saying you hit your target profit? Yeah. Okay, that's good. That is always a good thing, right? In a perfect world, that should be the case every time, right? I know it happened. Well, I took that one. Yeah, look at that one. I got in. I mean, I got in on the captain setup, but right when that captain setup switch happened, that thing just moved too fast. Like literally, the whole trade took took 6 seconds. There's another switch trade right here. I mean, I could. Thank you. Come on, come on. Ah, come on. Yeah, we got. At least we took a little bit of profit off of it. That was a switch trade. It was a good one. It just my hope was to see a bit of a push and a breakout, but it just didn't happen. But I'll take it. I will take it. Hey, good morning, Frida. How are you? So that decision we just made, we made $171 on that one. So we're up close to 3 grand for the day, and let's just keep working. It's not o'clock. Why does it feel like it's been a full day already? Yeah, yeah, it's just out there. That's for sure. What's going on here? Yeah, that was good. That was good. That was good. There's a whole lot of stuff working out for this trade right here. All right, let's see what we're gonna do here. Let's see, that's 25 to 45. It's 85, 45. Gonna take it right here. Thank you. I took two more, and let's see one more. Let's see that either it's gonna work here or it's gonna come and flip like it's doing right now. So if they push it one more time, I'll add. Such a spastic price action, but I have a cushion here. Oh, come on. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so that decision, I made $1,276. So I'm up to 42.72, and let's just keep working. You have to be quick with these people. See what see what they did. It's crazy, right? Oh, gotta laugh. Whoa. You gotta be quick. How we doing, Adam? Sheila, how we doing? It's a tough market today. I mean, it's choppy up here, and because we're at the end of the range, and they're trying to figure out what to do. Where if we close below 26, yeah, here we go. We have a captain set up short on the 100 NT Rinko. So I want to see a punch back up, and I want to get involved on the short side if it's all possible. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Come on, film me. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Come on. That's no good. I took one more, and I'll leave the other one, and I'm gonna push the price lower because if it's closing, it's gonna push lower. But that's too close to a whole number. So I gotta be very careful here. No, that's not really careful, but here we go. All right, I'm moving that. Thank you. I'm getting greedy. Getting greedy. Stick it. I'll take it right here. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. All right. Well, that trade. So what was that trade? That was an inception trade. Classic inception trade. On top of it, we had the 100 NT Rinko giving us a captain setup. So I'm like, all right, well, I mean, it's free money. Who doesn't take free money? And see that decision that we just took, that made me $1,356. So we're at 56.28 for the day. Let's keep playing the game. All right, guys. So let's take a look here. What's happening? What's happening? Okay, so they're putting captain setup. They came in. We capitalized on that little drop. Um, then this is what I'm looking for right now. This candle that we are in right now, you break lower to 314. I am looking to get short on any rally back up, because that formation will be a captain setup short with a switch trade, and that is a very very high probability event. And then I'm gonna be looking for targets down to 76 and potentially lower. So if that happens, then I'm gonna position myself for that trade. If the market decides that it wants to shoot up to 73, that means they're going to be breaking this formation altogether. And if they do that, then I'm just going to be waiting for just a little bit and try to pick off long signals. So 73 is a critical level for this idea of a captain setup switch trade. And we put plenty of trades early on that, yeah, here we go. So the idea of a switch trade is not happening because that candle that we were in closed higher. So let me see what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna cut my size to two. Yeah, two. Well, here we go. Order pending. Order filled. Yeah, yeah, I knew it. 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 They're gonna get me. They are gonna get me. I'm gonna get out of that. Well, here you go. Ah, you sucker. I guess I'm getting a little bit paranoid. Get a little bit paranoid with this. So I took a stop on that one. Needed to be a little bit more patient. Needed to be a little bit more patient, but whatever. So we gave up a little bit here, and let's just keep working. Yeah, we really need to get the break above 73 in order for me to start getting involved in a more meaningful way on the long side. Yeah, it is a bit tough, but we had a very good sequence in NQ. I mean, I'm up 5 grand, but it's the personality of the day. I mean, it's a clear. We are literally in a 40 point meat grinder. It's a meat grinder. So I mean, the question is, I mean, how do you handle that type of behavior? Is you have to kind of switch your mindset to more of a scalper. So you hit your first initial 5 point target, go break even, and it is what it is after that. Either the market's gonna just go or it's not gonna go. If you try to trend trend trade this, you're just getting chewed up by the revolving price action. So that's what worked today is just and typically works just about every day is like, look, I mean, I get in five, I'm making 1,300 bucks on that rotation. If I stuck around looking for a bigger move, well, what am I gonna go through? I'm gonna go through a rotation from 30 to 65. So I'm gonna have to take 35 point heat and then worry about a breakout. You see what I'm saying? So the fact that I took that profit, then look at that one. That's another one. I mean, boom, five made like I don't know, like a thousand. No, that's another 1,300 bucks right there. And if I stuck around, Look what would have I would have had to take from 40 to 75, 35 point uh, target. Yeah, same thing here. Boom. It just I would have had to sit through so much heat just for that trade to work. So everything is a scalp unless proven otherwise. And you're always after that leaving. Hold on, what's going on here? Hold the phone. 919. But I feel your sentiment, Adam. I feel it. 19 and a quarter, 19 and a quarter. All right, they're putting captain setup here. They put a captain setup. Sure, I like that one. I really do, actually. 23. Look at that one. Let me see if I can get in on the rotation up. Yeah, I like it. Target number 3 is pretty much hit. Oh, yeah, that's gonna go. Let's see if they come back up to it. I mean, this is an area where you can get a couple of candle retracement. I can't be in too many contracts here. So I'll do two and two. So let it come up to me. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. Oh, it's gonna go. It's gonna go. Yeah, I don't want to see a captain setup though. Yeah, I don't want to see a captain setup at 13. If we do, then that kind of changes things. Yeah, I liked it. I liked it. Did not jump in it though. All right, guys. So let's see here. They're dumping it, and you see what's happening here. You're getting that captain set up. They came and retested it, and boom, they're flushing everybody right now into Globex. Globex is 40. On the 200 NT Rinko, you you know we tested the top end of that range, and now we're getting a break lower. So we're getting to that 40 again, and I think you're gonna get a flush under 40. We hit target number 4 and 5. And here comes that flush below 40. ES is under Globex as well. And here comes a flush. Flushy, flush, flush. Oh, come on. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. They are flushing people, slapping them around. Be careful out there. Don't try to fade this. Typically, you see a fade happening between target number 4 and 5 with a higher low. Yeah, I mean, the one that we see here is very weak, and then they flushed everybody under. So that just tells you right there the degree in which the weakness is taking control. So for me, it's just a function of I got on a phone call and I didn't. necessarily, um, but there was a couple of trades right there that were really, really solid and decent. There was captain setup with switch trades. There's a whole lot of rotations here that were profitable. So I'll just be patient and I'll wait till the market consolidate, give me a base. We'll go from there. I mean, that's the flush. Flush below 40, you're at 200, whole number. The expectation is to see a bit of a pause in and around that whole number and a counter trend coming in. So you're seeing the early signs of it right now, but it's not stable enough for me to participate because I don't have a signal to participate here. I'm just there's a draft below 40 into the whole number, and they're just really whipping people around here. So now they took the stops from that most recent low. Like literally, I could be making a couple of $100 here. Let me see. Come on, come on, come on, come on! Don't do that! Don't do that! Here we go! Go, 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 go! Ah, it got so close for me to get filled, but yeah, I should have taken that whole thing. But anyway, that was a flat trade. So that was my me playing ahead of time the double bottom, but just needed to be very quick. So the natural reaction for the market is to actually base and go back up there and ta- tag tag that Globex level again. So I'm just looking for signs of stuff like that happening. Uh, just need to kind of chill out here for a little bit and just let the market do its own thing. So that's that trade. One solid trade, and I'll kind of call it a day. That's what they want to do. That's a bloodbath. Well, I mean, at least eventually, I mean, finally, we're getting a little bit of expansion, the heck away from that meat grinder range. Hey, good morning, Safe. How are you, buddy? All right, here comes. All right, guys, here comes. Here comes. We're getting a little bit. I'm gonna. Yeah, it's like right here. I want to see how the next rotation here. We're on 200. Eventually, they're gonna bust right through that into higher prices, then pull back. In the pullback, I wanna. Well, I mean, as we speak, in the pullback, I wanna participate, and I'm gonna be buying in a range on this one. I have to take a little bit. I have to take a little bit of risk. Ultimately, I think they're gonna hit the 40. Yeah, here it comes. All right. Like, here we go. I mean, all right. That kind of sucks, to be honest with you, but whatever. I'm going to break even on the rest and let it run, 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 run. I'm gonna take some more and see if. Thank you. Come on, come on. Hit it, hit it, hit it. Nope. You gotta hit it at 04. I'm at break even right now, so I have no risk. Yeah, that's no good. Uh, yeah, that's no good. It's gonna stop me right here. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I made a little bit of money, I think. Yeah, it's gonna go. It's gonna go. It's gonna go. It's gonna go. I think there's a little bit of greed going on here. Yeah, that was a little bit of greed because that trade was a solid trade for a whole lot more money than the 278 that I got. But that's where we at. So, what's the probability of things happening here? The probability is good that we, get to that 40. Yeah, that's one. That's two. Yeah, let's give it a little bit of time and see. Yeah, 240, 240. It's a probability, but it just you see how Adam, how I'm handling this. Like, I'm putting myself in a position where it's either gonna work and it's gonna go or it's not. Like, I have this range right here. Got in, got in, got in with a cat. With the last one is a captain setup. Now I'm looking for that run. Then I'm gonna go break even. So like right now, I just need more a better behavior. Yeah, just in case they do this kind of shenanigans. Because I mean, the market is vulnerable for it's weak overall. So I need a bit more stability. All right. I mean, they just put a cap and set up switch trade right here, and for a nice little run, you're gonna get that 40, at least close to it. All right, let's just keep working here. I kind of hate it when I miss something that I am looking at. I mean, that's the trade that I've been looking at for, and it just it went away. I was looking away from my screen for a second, but it's the beauty is it's working. So now, what are we doing here? We got to 30, close to 30. Now it's just a function of oh, that's not good. All right. So that's a nice little captain setup, but let's see. Let's see. If they pull it back, I'll leave that two contracts in, and I'll see if I can get in. If they run up anywhere past 23, I would have to cancel that order. All right, here you go. Come on. I don't like it. I don't like it. Not even slightly. All right, and that is going to be that for that trade. It's either going to work here and bounce right back up, or all right. Sucks. Yeah, that's good. Got me. Yeah, and they're gonna flip it right here. Yeah, it needed to be a bit quicker on that stop. All right, so that fuck is that? All right, so that took a little bit of our profit away, but we're up 3,700, and I'm just gonna chill out here, let it be, let the market do its own thing, and I'm gonna look for signals. I mean, they put a captain setup switch trade and failed it, and then they failed it. The failure was a very solid failure to the downside. So now we're gonna have to take a look and just see what they want to do. I mean, they got to all the way up to the close to the 30 and paused the market. I mean, that's their attempt to getting to Globex. Um, I just took that. So what you got going on here is a captain set up on the 25 in Kirinko and switch trade right here. So we took that and we basically made $100. Let's just see if we can get something going here. Okay, so they're coming to the 50% retracement of this behavior and they're pushing lower. That's a negative way. That's a negative behavior in the market. All right, let's see if I can make some money. Let's make some money. Let's make some money. Let's see if I can get any push upward. We're at target number two. If they punch it up to the 82, 86, 89, I will kind of participate. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna cancel all these orders. Just, just let it be. Let it be. Just that was just a fade based on that captain setup right there. Captain setup long. Actually, the captain setup long kind of failed, but it never hit my stop, so I left it alone. And then I got this little pop, and I took it all out there. So this is just me talking here. I see myself kind of early signs of frustration starting to set in. And I think that was with this trade that I just put out there right here. Because I mean, the minute this market did this, internally, I knew from experience that I needed to exit that trade. I mean, it should have been automatic exit and a flip, not only an exit, but it's a flip. So me holding on to that trade and then adding here to get stopped here, that tells me the wheels are starting to come off mentally. And I already had a good day. So that tells me that I probably should call it a day and just basically, so I made 87 plus 262 on those last two trades. The good part is I'm reducing my size, right? I'm reducing my size here. So I'm gonna call it a day for me. 4 grand is 4 grand. I'll take the 4 grand. But hold on. Look at this. They're gonna suck me in. They are gonna suck me in, aren't they? 51 and a quarter. You break 51 and a quarter. I'm almost have to kind of get in. That's a captain setup long on the 50 NT Rinko after flushing everybody in that last rotation. 51 and a quarter. I would have to kind of get in, don't I? Maybe this is my last trade. If I'm gonna keep it small amount. First, it has to come to excuse me. It has to come to fruition. If this candle closes lower on the 50 NT Rinko, then I'm not playing. So yeah, if this candle that we're in here closes lower, then I'm just gonna call it a day. If it flips and closes at 51 and a quarter, then I'm gonna go long. And I mean, yeah, it is an aggressive long, but I mean, I have a signal, and the signal is captain setup long. 51 and a quarter. And I'll buy just a couple contracts. And if we close above 36 and a half, I'll buy some. Right, so okay, all right, there we go. That's kind of messy. So we went long, made money. We went long, made money. I went long on this captain setup switch trade that failed. I exited that one and flipped the market, flipped the exit. So I think I made a little bit of money on the downside with 5 contracts. So I don't know. I think I probably ended up making a little bit of money off that sequence. I'll look at this bad boy now. It's going, going, gone. Let's see here. So all the shenanigans that what did we ended up making? So we lost a little bit, made it back, and we made money off of those two. So I mean, we added a little bit to our tally, just a little bit out of this sequence. I mean, the target is going to be all the way down to 87 and a quarter. So that's where that's the target for this system is down there. But be honest with you, they're going to probably play around with it for a little bit before they get there. And 60. Okay, so it's 87. 87 is the next target. Look at that bad boy. Look at that bad boy. I mean, when you say independent of each other, I mean each wrinkle bar has a different value. So the 200 NT wrinkle, oh, I got you. So 200 NT wrinkle has a target based on the 200 NT wrinkle versus a target that is on the 100 NT wrinkle. So you constantly, and that's actually a benefit because that gives you multiple targets to look for and to test if the price is still behaving as you expect. So if you, for example, get into um, the target on the 20 NT wrinkles, target number 4 is 105, and it happens to be target number 2 on the 200 NT wrinkle. So that the 200 NT wrinkle is going to have bigger targets than the 20 NT wrinkle. So you could go in there and say, okay, well, did I test well here at 105? And is the market still weak at 105? Because if that's the case, then the probability of you hitting the 87, which is your target number 2 on the 200 NT wrinkle, is that much higher at that point. So that will be a test area for you on the lower wrinkle bar that will lead you to another target on the bigger wrinkle bar of 200, if that makes sense to you. They collaborate within each other in the way I interpret them. But the target on a 20 NT wrinkle could not be the same target as a 200 because the 200 is looking at a swing trade while the 20 is looking at an intermediate price action, right? Target number 4 is hit and we're heading to 87. Yeah, yeah, yes. So how I use the 200 NT wrinkle, for example, and this formation with these targets is I'm looking to define my environment. So when we came into the top end of that range, we're saying, okay, they're pausing, it's a meat grinder, but if we start breaking below 40, that means it's a continuation trade and channel number 2 established. Okay, that's a definition of an environment. Then from there, you come in there and say, okay, well, how can I get in here and manage my risk for 10, 10, 15 points or less sometimes? and put myself in a position where I'm making quick 5 points, go to break even, and see if I can get a big run in my favor. So you're really um, using the 200 to define the environment, and you're using the lower wrinkle bars like the 20, 25, 30, maybe the 50 and the 100 as a places where you are engaged on the long side. Excuse me, you're engaged in defining your signal at that point. Like, okay, where's, like, okay, do I have a captain setup? Well, the captain setup value is 10 points, meaning if it, yes, I mean that's just the quick answer to your question. 5 points, but the 5 points is not my ultimate target. It's I'm in the process of paying for this trade, so this way I can hold on to a trade for a lot longer. So I get in there, I make my 5 points, then I have four contracts or whatever it happens to be, and I am looking for 20 points. Then if the market pauses, then I'm piecing out the rest of it and leaving one, uh, just in case I can hit my target. So there's a sequence of thinking, and I can give you a lot of examples where that, like, look at this one right here. Switch trade, made 5 points. It ran up 10, came back and stopped me for break even. If I'm sitting here trying to make 50 points, I'm getting drowned up in that reversal. So that specific signal literally has the bottom of this candle at 88.5, yeah, 88.50 as the stop. Some other ones have bigger, targets and ranges. But if, for example, I'm doing a swing trade, then my value, my targets, and my stops are gonna be a range bound type of uh, price action, meaning that okay, I'm looking to buy within 30, 40 points, and I'm gonna sell up in my favor 30 to 40 points or more. Captain setup switch trades. I mean, it's literally you are getting in at 84, your stop is at 76, and you're reversing that signal. Meaning, if it stops you, you actually go short. And that's what happened here. That's literally what happened here. Is I got in long, sold, and I went break even. Um, no, in this case, I actually took the target. Then I went on the captain setup switch trade, and then I flipped it. Like what stopped me, I flipped it and made money on the downside. So, and that's Adam. That's kind of the stuff that we talk about when we're going through the training program. Is I'll take you through every signal and define the entries, the exits, the stops, the environment, and the trailing behavior that we adapt, and till you become an expert at that signal. Then we go to the next one and the next one and the next one. So you have in your toolbox all these different signals that you can say, okay, well, I do like, captain setup switch trade. And you just hyper focus on that one, and you generate income, steady income off of it. Now, if you, once you become skilled in that one, and you're moving on to, for example, like a swing trade type of trades, I typically, what I would like to do every single day is build up my day, then take risk with that money on a bigger target trade in the form of an inception trade or a swing trade. Inception trades are typically swing trades. So that's basically how I go about doing it. Like, I don't want to go and take a 50-point target and 50-point stop first thing in the morning, right when I start the day. Because first, I'm not I have not built up my understanding of the behavior of the day. Plus, I have not built up a cushion to afford to do that trade. It doesn't matter if I made 100 grand the day before that. Every single day starts afresh. At least that's how I kind of approach things. It definitely keeps me on the right track. So it's 10:31. Does that make sense? 10:30 something here. So, and that's the result. I mean, you're hitting it. Like, some of these trades, if I stuck around for a big move, I probably would have been ended up, a losing trade. This one made 20 points, made about 5 points on five contracts. So it adds up when you uh, when you manage it that way. Yeah, safe. I'm telling you. Yeah, it's all NT. 50, 20, 25, 30. I mean, sometimes you get it on the 100 NT wrinkle, right? But the 100 NT wrinkle, you just have to go into the 20 and pick a better spot to get in, because that's a 50 point stop if you get hit. So we're not in that type of business. But you, Adam, you're looking for two things: consistency and mental balance. And your consistency will come from your mental balance. You're seeing the same thing over and over and over, and you're behaving in the same way every single time, and you are at ease with every part of that process. Then once you come here, you you are literally just playing a game. It's just literally a game. It's a game that you're winning, and it's a fun game to play at that point. So what were you saying? Safe. It's up to the third candle. Yeah, then reversal. So yeah, yes. So you basically, what you're seeing here. What is going on here? So yeah, so I mean, that's an example of one that failed actually. But here we go. Yeah, actually, both of them failed. Look at that. I mean, they're actually failing them, and the and that's why part of the. Well, I mean, okay, so you have a captain set up. You got, one, two, three, four. So you cannot go past five candles, and then you're getting a reversal, then a reversal, then you're getting an 1875 buy with a stop at 1150. So that stops you out. Then you got two options: either you leave it alone or you reverse that trade, and or you wait for this one candle to close, then reverse that trade. uh, all different scenarios with different model that gives you a different behavior. I like to, or different trajectory to your equity. I feel the best one is just go ahead and reversing the market right here, and then you're taking advantage of the failure that follows. go. So I'm keeping it small, but we picked up the 5 points, and it was just that's just a perfect example. I mean, it's either going to work or it's not. I mean, I'll give it another shot here if it gives me a captain setup. And I'm just playing with two here because I'm kind of unwinding my day, and I don't want to take any risk that can. Come on, baby. Push, 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 push. I don't like it. Ah, yeah, I don't like it. All right, so I mean, that's an example of them reversing it again, right? And there today has been the day that they do that. So I reversed it, but I came in a little bit too late in that rotation. Yeah, I may need to be stopping right here. So really, we're not going much of anywhere. I mean, because we're making the money, we're losing it, and we're just going in in a rotation. So the equity after that trade that we went to 42.94, and we had one, two, three, four, five decisions in a row. I mean, that one would have been a huge one if we just held on to it. But beside that, everything is pretty much is in the sideway, and our equity is in a sideway consolidation as well. So that tells me it is a good spot for me to take my money, stick it in my pocket, just call it a day. Just call it a day. Maybe come into uh, the evening session and take a look there and see if things make sense. I mean, like right here, that pullback is buyable against that formation. So I went short and made a little bit of money. Then I went short again, covered one and covered one for a stop. Then went long and made a little bit of money. So I mean, it's netting even. Actually, a little bit of a profit, small amount, but there we go. Let's see. Let's see. That's probably will make money here. Thank you. Added. Don't do that to me. Yep, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Okay, so we made money and gave it back. Okay, so that's it. That's it. That's it. I'm done. 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 You, yeah, that's nasty actually. Yep. 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 We're done. So we're gonna pocket 3,500 and just let this market do what it wants to do, and we'll come back that last hour. Yeah. So I mean, the net result from here is kind of literally around the same. You're making a little bit, you're losing a little bit, making a little bit, losing a little bit. That tells me that, yeah, look at that. It's coming back. Oof. Yeah, it's nasty. All right. I hope you guys made some money. You got to know yourself. You got to know when you are in sync and when you're getting out of sync. So I can tell that whenever I start trading a lot in the same range, that usually an early sign that, I need to be careful. Yeah, I'm not about to give my day up in an environment that I'm not effective at. All right. Okay, so we're running. Okay, so we're getting a bit of a selling pressure coming through. We do have a captain set up short right there, and the market is reacting to it. And it's a six prong captain setup. So right now, you close this candle, then you close another one at 83 and a quarter. That will set us up for an inception, not inception trade, but captain setup with a switch trade. So we'll see if we can get there. I think it's 82.75. Yeah, if it runs up, then we're not interested. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So they ran it up, so we're gonna just watch this for now. I mean, they could do a second attempt at it at 86, and we'll go from there. Yeah, no, they're running this thing up, so that's fine. There's no trade. There's no trade there for me. Gary, what the fuck is wrong with you? I gotta laugh at this. See the problem right when you log on, it just and you don't have your mic muted. Uh, I guess everybody, Gary, will listen to your conversation that you're having on the phone with whoever you're having it. So that's what happened today. And if you know Gary long enough, you you know that he's very colorful on the phone. But hey, Adam, that's Gary in a good mood, by the way. What? Gary has an army of maids. I don't know. You should ask him. Yeah, yeah. Well, here you go. You're getting your 40 that we're talking about. We're getting our 40 we're talking about. Ultimately, the market just kind of stabilized here and shot up to shot up to Globex, which is typical of their behavior. They show a breakdown, and they kind of retest. All right, Shima. So, yeah, whenever we get a chance, in a few minutes, we'll get together on our meeting. All right, guys. So we are getting that little flush above, and it wasn't necessarily unexpected. Not necessarily unexpected. Target number five is hit in this sequence. Let's look at some of the targets that we are talking about. So here earlier, we said target number two is something that we need to kind of look at on the short side after that flush, and they paused it and they put formations or long formations. The minute that the market closed at that 189, that changes at least the intermediate look of the market, and you're expecting a retest of Globex. So Globex a retest happened, and we got a little bit of a push to that high right here at target number one. So now they're basically bouncing around between target number one, target number two. For the shorts, to get engaged again, you need to come back down and close at 88. So 188 uh, before we get involved in any shorts. Now, five, then I'm gonna, get involved in that one. Right? We're gonna get involved in that. But we just have to have the signal to get involved. And that's it. I mean, for the day, I'm not taking any more trades till the afternoon. I'm gonna, take a break and just gonna come back and play. So we're up 3,500. We're up as much as 5,400, 5,600 actually. Wow. So we gave up a little bit of money from that high, but we managed it as well as we could. And another good day. Another good day. I think for the week, for the month, I don't know where we at for the month. Let me see here. Since we're on that deal, let's talk about that. That's it. So that's from the third on a daily basis, the third all the way to the 19th. And these are the net after commission from those trades. So we've been on a good sequence of trades. Yesterday, toward the end of the day, I got hit on a couple of trades, so I ended up negative. But beyond that, everything is solid, and that's that. So I will see you guys bright and early, and we will have fun again. And have a blessed day, and we'll see you. Chima, just stick around in the room, man, and we'll talk.